Hello everyone, in this video I will show you our new product, and you can see this is KinCony Pi5M8 smart controller, and it's made by Raspberry Pi 5, just use computer Pi CM5 module. So this time it's 8-channel MOSFET output. In this video I will show you this hardware details and what software solution for this controller. Okay, let's look at this hardware design details firstly. Okay, you can see this is KinCony Pi5M8. That means MOSFET output version of 8-channel. And also you can see we have released before. This is 8-channel relay version. It's a relay output, but this is MOSFET output. You can see the size will be smaller than relay version. And let's look at this is the front, and this is the back of different interface, and also support instant on the DIN rail. And you can see instant on the DIN rail. And let's look at the size. And you can see this is size, and this one. Okay. And so you can see this is digital output. This time is MOSFET output, and this is DC. That means MOSFET can work with 12 volt or 24 volt, just according to the DC have connect to your power supply. You can connect with this power supply, and you can see this support DC 12 or 24 volt. And if you connect this DC with 12 volt, so this will output a 12 volt. If this DC connect with 24 volt, so this will output 24 volt. And this is CM5 free GPIO or shared at here as before. So you can extend your device, such as temperature sensor or sound device, by these pins. This is free GPIO for CM5. And you can see this is OLED display, the SSD 1306 I2C interface. And you can see this analog input, 2-channel for voltage and 2-channel for milliampere. And this is PWM output, 2-channel PWM output, and this is IS232 and IS485. And this is digital input, also used for long distance, 500 meter cable, no problem for digital input. And let's look at this back side. And this is the power supply. And the HDMI connect to your monitor, and the USB, 2 USB port, USB 3, and the TF card, install firmware, and the Ethernet port, and the USB-C cable, download the firmware. If you have used CM5 Lite version, so you can download the firmware to SD card by USB cable, or download it to SSD disk. Inside have SSD disk socket. And this is DIP switch for some different setting. And you can see this DIP switch means label should at here. Okay, let's remove this aluminum shell. This is aluminum shell. And you will see this PCB board, just 1, 2, 3 board. This core board, so that you can install your CM5 module at here, Raspberry Pi CM5 computer 5 module at here. Okay, and also you can install this SSD disk. You can see you can install SSD disk at here. So if you have used the Lite version of CM5, you can install this one, or you can install the SD card. And the bottom board, just use this board, and you can see this have MOSFET output. Every MOSFET we have choose this chip, max support 10 ampere, but we not suggest use the 4 ampere of the load. So, but we have designed this MOSFET used by 10 ampere max. So this is enough for some different IoT project. And this one you can see, and this is I2C GPIO extend chip that have support by Home Assistant. So you can see this is the hardware details of this Pi5M8 board. Okay, next let's look at the software solution for this board. let's back to my computer, and you can see this KinCony Pi5M8. So you can see some details in our web page that have showed the different and also in our phone you can see that have some results. You can see this is pin defined here. This is pin defined because all our different Pi5 board use the same pin define. So maybe you can see this Pi5R16 but as thin as this Pi5M8 board. So you can see it here. And also that will be supported used by Home Assistant, such as we have write the Home Assistant some component. You can see this is for OLED display, so you can show your test on the OLED display in Home Assistant. We have designed this component for this OLED, and also you can see this how to use this node red. Use node red to test all results. You can see the OLED and analog input and PWM output and fluid GPIO and MOSFET output and digital input. So all have showed this demo in Node-RED. You can download the Node-RED follow and running on Node-RED directly. This is for Node-RED. And also you can see some different YAML file for Home Assistant, for automation. All have showed it here. So this board have the Node-RED follow for your directory to use, or you can use the Home Assistant configuration YAML file directly to use this board. So it's all resource is ready to use. And so you can see there are also many different choices. You can select different product. You can see each 16-channel version and 8-channel version and 32-channel version, different relay or MOSFET version used by Raspberry Pi CM5. So there are so many different modules you can choose for your IoT project. I think you can use the Raspberry Pi to manage the all hardware resource by yourself, make your own system and make your own project is very useful. Okay, if you have any questions, you can leave a message to us. Thanks for watching.